Be Your Best You, the Passionate to Purpose podcast with David Delaney. Good morning and welcome to the podcast, Be Your Best You, the Passion into Purpose podcast, where this morning we're going to talk about routine and things that will help you create a powerful morning routine. Now, if you're like me, you want to create a life and habits that are going to help you achieve your dreams and your goals. You're not going to do that lying in bed in the morning going, I don't want to get up. Oh my God. And hitting snooze and hitting snooze and hitting snooze. As much as we love our lie-ins. Now, they're not always bad. Sometimes we need them. Sometimes our body says, you know what, stay in bed for another hour. That's okay. But the majority of the time, we need to get into habits. Okay. And I love me some habits. You know that by now. So you need to learn how to master your time, to use it in the most efficient way that will help you. You're going to get results from implementing some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about this morning. It's important to crush the morning because the rest of the day will depend on it. And routine is nothing more than habits joined together. Okay, positive habits joined together for a positive morning routine. There's two types of habits that you want to form when it comes to morning routines. It's habits that improve the quality of life in the present. Okay, so making it instantly better by doing these little things, and also habits that improve your life, the quality of life in the future. So by doing these things, they will help build a better future for you. So ideally, you focus on habits that will build a mix, okay, or both of those things, like exercising. Okay, it's good for you right now, and it's going to pay off as you go along into the future. So you're going to see change. Um, let's take exercising, for example, right? You're going to reach optimal health. Your energy will be high. Your energy will be vibrant. You're going to unleash creativity. You're going to grow and learn. Your relationships will become better. Your emotional life, and you'll be more productive, and many, many more things that will happen. The marshmallow experiment is something that I came across a few years ago, and it was a series of studies on delayed gratification in the 60s and 70s, and it was led by a psychologist who was a professor at Stanford. And in these studies, a child was offered a choice between one small little reward provided immediately or two little rewards if they waited for a short time. Say, I think the experiment was something like 15 minutes. And the tester left the room and returned. And it got the name the marshmallow experiment because the reward was sometimes a marshmallow or sometimes a biscuit. But in follow-up studies, that the researchers found the children who were able to wait longer for their preferred rewards tended to have better life outcomes, and that was measured in the US by SATs and BMI that we use for body mass index and other life measures. So it's amazing when we look at the choices that we make. Okay, so do we get instant gratification or do we wait and get rewarded for that? So just bear that in mind. Trying to make significant changes or big changes in your life is difficult. But if you manage to delay gratification and establish that desired habit, your life will grow exponentially. Okay. The way that we do this is we focus on the present moment and try to enjoy every single thing that we do. So when we think about mornings, there's some essential things that we want to do in the morning. First thing is become alert. Okay. We wake up, we want to become alert. We want to take care of an emotional state, okay, the emotional state that we wake up in. We want to take care of intellectual growth. We want to take care of our health, and we want to work on our long-term goals. So there's lots of things that we can do to achieve these things. So I'm just going to put them into no particular order. Okay, well, some of them are common sense. Waking up earlier is probably the first thing. So if you can develop a habit of waking up a bit earlier, okay, and people are going to say, "I'm not a morning person." Oh no! In the modern world, you see all these people getting up at 5 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and you have to be like Michelle Obama and get up and doing your exercise and all that kind of stuff. And they make you almost think you're a failure if you don't doing this. Okay, that's completely shit. Right? Don't worry about that. That's far from the truth. If Okay, it's going to be foolish to assume that everyone should wake up at 5 o'clock, right? It's a good idea for some. It's fine. It works for other people. Your circadian rhythms and your body clock and all that kind of stuff. Um, but don't make drastic changes. Okay, if you get up at 8 o'clock, you're not going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, the following day, and just do all these great things and make, because you'll burn out. Okay. So if you want to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but your normal wake up time is 8 o'clock, find a happy medium. Okay. So get up at 7:45. Do that for 2 days. Then get up at 7:30 and do that for another 2 days, and make it a slow transition. So once you reach 6 o'clock, okay, 6 a.m. start, maintain that momentum then until it becomes a habit. The second thing is drink more water. The first thing you've been asleep for 5, 6, 7, whatever amount of hours, okay? Your body needs hydration the minute you wake up, and foolproof habit to get into is bring a glass of water up the stairs with you, or into the bedroom, across wherever you sleep. Okay, bring a glass of water in, and water. You think, why water? Okay, it kickstarts, it hydrates, it gets your metabolism going, and it helps your body flush toxins. It gives your brain fuel, and it might even make you eat less. Okay, sometimes we confuse hunger for other things, and water can actually help. Help the body in that regard. The next thing I'm going to suggest is making your bed. And you're going to go, why? Why make the bed? It's accomplishment. The first thing in the morning that you can do to get a sense of accomplishment is actually just a simple thing like making your bed. It'll give you a sense of pride and a boost in motivation to focus on other things. It's actually quite satisfying when you make the bed and you kind of go, okay, that's that job done. Next, Tim Ferriss says, no matter how shite your day is, or shitty, I think it was the word he used, no matter how catastrophic it might become, you can make your bed. Okay, it's so simple to do. It's simple, but yet it is powerful. The fourth thing I'm going to suggest to you is stretching. Just move the body, get the body going. It can help improve flexibility. It can enhance your performance in physical activities or decrease your risk of injuries while enabling those muscles to work effectively and efficiently. It takes 2 minutes to do some stretches in the morning. I'm not saying get the yoga mat out, get the sweatpants on and go mad altogether. Just some simple stretches. Reach to the sky, reach to the floor, reach out as far to the left, reach out as far to the right. Simple stretches. Move the body as comfortable as it is for you. In the mornings, if you can engage in a physical activity, okay, some suggest before breakfast, some suggest after breakfast. I'm just suggesting you do one, okay, whether or not it's before or after breakfast. It can be anything. Some people swear by going to the gym, some yoga, Zumba, walking, running, jump on a trampoline, go for a swim in the river, whatever. You just get your body moving. Okay, it's been in rest stage. It's been in rest stage for so many hours. So we've hydrated. Now we need to get the body moving. Having a constant, regular physical activity helps you control your weight. It helps battle diseases in your body. It improves your mood. It boosts your energy. It promotes better sleep. Okay, it improves your sex life. It's fun. It's pretty simple. Now, showers. Some people swear by a cold shower in the morning. It's fun sometimes in the summer. In the depths of winter, not so. Okay, it's difficult. But what I would suggest and what I do is take a warm shower, but follow with a cold burst. So get your body kind of, this is grand, this is nice, it's a nice shower, and boom, hit the cold on, back, and so on and so forth. It'll give you energy, it'll help you feel fresh, but it also it does improve your physical and mental well-being. And some say it can help with weight loss. If you've done your exercise, there's nothing nicer than a nice shower. So, reward yourself, get the warm thing going, but then give it a blast with the cold and see how you get on. Build it into your habits, okay, because it is actually quite good for you. Drink coffee or tea, it's a personal preference. You can, both have health benefits. Now, don't put in 10 sugars into your tea or coffee because that's not good for you. It's bad for the teeth, bad for sugar, but it can help promote alertness. Okay, caffeine. There's mushroom coffee. I drink mushroom coffee a lot, and it has different qualities. You can check it out in health shops or online. Four Sigmatic is the brand, which are not sponsoring this or anything like that. But the other thing I like about the ritual of tea or coffee is the idea of having peace in the morning. Okay, and sometimes people journal when they're having their tea or coffee, but it's just a moment that you can actually reflect because you've already done quite a bit. In your morning routine, you've made your bed, you've drank your water, you've had your hot cold shower, you've done your exercise. Something else to build into a morning routine is the idea of the creation of a healthy diet. So think of your body as a car. Uh, if you want to go a good distance, if you want your car to perform, okay, or your bike or your electric scooter or whatever it is, you have to take care of these things for them to operate and for them to move effectively and efficiently. Your body is the same. The problem is that we only think short term. Okay, we only it comes to dieting, it shouldn't be something we do once in a while. It should be part of who we are. Now, I use the word dieting as in your diet should be good for you, not like you should be on diets all the time. Okay, but the diet that you choose for your body, because it's your choice, the diet that you choose should be good for your body. It's good to have breakouts and snacks and all that kind of stuff, but educate yourself on the type of foods that are right for your body. Okay, you can do that individually in very many ways. It's our body. You need to invest, the time to look after what you put into your body. Shit in, shit out. That's what they say. You put in crap into your body, you're going to feel lethargic. You're going to feel that kind of stuff. I love a McDonald's treat every now and then. Okay, it's guilty pleasure, but I'm just conscious of it because I know if I do that every day, that's going to make me feel sluggish. You just need to look at the documentaries that are made on eating these types of foods. So if it's simple maths, okay, good in, good out, shit in, shit out. Reflect on the day before. Okay, now I actually this works to your advantage. You go through a lot within one day. um morning Morning can always be a good time to reflect on the day before and to get the wins and the learnings and that kind of stuff, but it also it helps you see things from a fresh perspective. So reflecting on it, what you did right, how you can continue doing that, what you did can be improved. Draw the lessons from those things and apply them right away. So once you do that, the gratitude kicks in. The gratitude practice. Focus on the present. Once you've done that, what are the things that you have in life that you feel truly grateful right now? People, experiences, love, health, progress, growth, whatever they are. You can write them down. You can jot them in. You can use the phone to record them. You can use gratitude apps, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. Just be grateful. Okay. You don't have to. These things don't require, lots of practice and journaling and all this kind of stuff and building up. I know people who spend a fortune on creating routines, and they buy apps and they buy books to journal in, they buy all this shit. And they actually spend more time going around the practices and around the habits. And no surprise, they don't manage to keep them up. So when I say be grateful as a practice, it's just that. It's be grateful. It's being in the moment. You don't have to have a fancy bells on, whistles on, glitter full journal. Okay. If that works for you, that's fine. Okay. But if it's a scrap of paper that you write down, I am thankful or I'm grateful for, and that's it, and that scrap of paper gets put out in the recycling bin eventually, that's fine. You have practiced the gratitude. Gratitude practice gives you a sense of humility. Okay. We're a small dot, we're on a small blue dot floating in the great, great universe, but it's a good starting point. Okay. Speaking of journaling, okay, people go, dear diary, okay, today you don't have to do that, okay? Journaling is about letting your mind wander. And some people find channeling that into a notebook is incredible. If you look back on journals, some of my, you can't even read them because the handwriting is just so fast. I speak very fast as well. You've probably noticed that by now. When I get passionate about a topic, especially when you're talking to yourself, because it can be quite easy to do that. So when you're journaling, just let it go. It doesn't. You don't have to dot the i's and cross the t's and make sure the stuff we got in trouble for in school as kids. Just write. Just let it out. Whatever comes to mind, just let it be. It can be therapeutic and it can be good. Morning Pages, for those Artist's Way fans, the Artist's Way, Julia Cameron's book. 3 pages of Morning Pages is one of her takeaways, one of the takeaways from her book. And it's extremely powerful to get into the habit of doing that because it just gets all of the stuff out of your brain, out of your body, out onto paper, and it's dealt with, or it's there so you can confront it if you need to, or just acknowledge. The other thing that I want to say is about a grounding activity. Okay, which journaling could be one of those things because we live in a world that does not stop. Okay, it's rare to find a peaceful moment, and you'll find that when you wake up and you just get straight into it, or you check your phone and you see what straight away you get sucked in. You open your phone and there's a notification. There are 10 notifications. Friend's cat went missing. Friend's cat died. Whatever the case is. Okay, poor cat. But we get sucked into that because then we see all the things that people said about the cat, blah 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 blah, and it leads into you watching cat videos on YouTube. And all of a sudden, there's an hour gone. Okay, we need to find grounding activities that are perhaps offline. Okay, but if there's something online that you find grounds you, something productive, as in maybe a meditation video or something like that, that's good. um Something that can just bring you and keep you in the present. Okay, keep you grounded. Meditation, if you're the type who prays, if prayer works for you, meditation works for you. If you're the type that whatever grounds you, you can mix up different things according to your needs. Goals and reviewing and setting, morning is a good time to do that, whether they're daily goals, monthly goals, yearly, whatever they are. Because if you're striving to achieve, if you carve out some time in the morning to work on goals, you'll be able to direct your attention a lot better in the morning than the afternoon, the evening. Goals work like camera lenses, because if you set the lens and the focus correctly, you will be able to take a clear picture. But if it's out of focus, your picture's going to be blurry. So focus on, for example, focus on a year ahead and set 3 to 5 primary goals for the most important areas of your life. So work, health, social, relationships, personal growth, whatever they are. Make your goals specific or SMART goals, as some of you would know, but phrase them in a way as if you've already achieved them. Once you've set your goals, come back to them every day, do a review, see if things can be improved or adapted. Okay, and do that however works for you. If that's preferably offline, um, you know, preferably out of your head. So maybe a journal will work for that, or a bit of paper, or a goal book. Visualize those goals. Visualize once you have them in place, a direction. You're going to need to visualize a path towards accomplishing the goals. So by adding details, which is it helps a clear by adding details, it helps have a clear path, an emotion of how it would feel if you've already achieved it. You can trick your mind into believing that you've actually already done it. So if you have, for example, I don't know, if you have a lottery ticket in your hand, if there's a lot of, feel the emotion that comes at winning 100 quid. Feel that, what it what it would feel like, what it would look like, all that kind of stuff, because you're locking the energies and the visualization into that as well. Now, this is not the law of attraction. When you, that's a whole different ball game. Okay, and some of you subscribe to different methods of laws of attraction, or the law of attraction, where you imagine a Ferrari and it magically appears next to your mansion tomorrow. Okay? That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about goals and just visualizing yourself achieving those. It's one side of that coin. Hard work and dedication is the other side of the coin, right? Develop a strategy. So your goals are set, your path envisioned. What you need to do now is create a simple strategy that's going to help you get there. What are the things you need to do to make these goals happen? What are the milestones? When's the deadline? What are the roadblocks? When you have all this in place, then break it down further, okay, and drill down and drill down and drill down. So your priorities for your days should be derived from your strategy. So high leverage things should focus you on the day that will bring you on that day will bring you closer to your goals. So set your 3 to 5 activities, determine the importance or the hierarchy of importance for each one of them. Okay, now this sounds like a lot, okay, but if you get one or two things from this, that's grand. Dip back into this episode again, and you'll find something different each time. Read books. No matter what genre of books you read, the real immersion, okay, in the topic will spark your creativity and unleash your imagination. I get in trouble for buying books. Okay, I'd say I don't buy them. I rescue them from charity shops and thrift stores. If you're listening in the US and Canada, I rescue them. Okay, those little books. Um, they look so much happier on my shelf. So no matter every book you read, whether it's fiction or non-fiction, every book has at least one good idea, okay, that it can offer you that'll help you grow either personally or professionally. When you open a book, look for just one idea, and you'll soon see how they start lining up. If it's no crime to have two books on the go, or three books, or 10 books, or Kindle, whatever works. It's also not a crime to close a book and say that's of no interest to me. Give it a chance. Give it a few pages and give it a chance. Another thing you need to do in the mornings is learn something new. To achieve your goals, you need to do this, both personally and professionally. You need to do it on a regular basis. So you can do this through different mediums, such as books or courses, and it's the same as habits. You focus on the skills that give you both value in the present and in the future. So try to make learning as interactive as possible to motivate you to persist. So look for interactive learning. So courses that have accountability. Okay, if there's a live element, if it's an online course, if you have to get an accountability buddy, if it's a course that you're working on through your own speed and own pace. Another thing you need to do daily is work on your long-term goals, whether you're a student or you're career focused, or if you have your own business or whatever the case is. And this is the time of day where you dedicate yourself and pull the most focus on the most you put your most and your full focus on the most important activity. So again, it's the high leverage activities that are going to give you the best results. So just remove all distractions. Get comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. You fall back asleep, okay, if you're doing early starts. But just sit down. Okay, finish the most important task of the day and move on. Use things like Pomodoro technique, the tomato technique, where you do 25 minutes or 20, whatever the case is. Um, when you finish the big chunk of your work, okay, in the morning, then you can check your notifications, your emails, your social media, your news, okay. And you notice that's quite late in the process of morning routine. It's quite late along the thing. So it's quite bad for you. Late at night you have the blue screen thing. It's very distracting. It's not good. So be sure to stay focused. The internet is incredibly skilled at distracting us with things that aren't useful. Yes, happy goats. So scan through important things and then just declutter the rest. Turn off your notifications. One of the best things you'll ever do is turning off your notifications. Now, something else. I'm on a roll here, so I'm just going to stay going, right? Work on your passion project. Find something that's close to your heart, something that turns you on, or that can unleash your potential and maybe help those around you. Okay, whatever it is, don't forget to nurture that part of yourself. Work on passion projects. Okay, every day. Inspirational content is also good to mix into your day. It's a kind of like a final touch, let's call it, to a ritual, if that's what you call your morning routine or your morning ritual. It'll give you a boost for the day. So that can be a mantra or a motivational video, a workout song, a silly song. I love "Only If" by Enya. Only if you want to, you can seize the day. Only if you want to, can you find a way. Okay, nice lyrics there. It's okay. This is a cliche, but it does absolutely 100% work. If you have family around you or close to you, or partner, or a pet, spend time with them. Okay, in the mornings, if you can, as part of your routine. Try to be present. It could be a quick phone call, or a message sent to someone on the other side of the world, part of your family. If you live alone or single, you can have early time with your friends, or just have alone time to say, well done. This is a morning ritual. A couple of things couple of things you can do. Don't start. So just to wrap up, I suppose, don't start all of these things at once. Okay, so don't say I'm gonna need 4 hours and then half the day is gone. So don't start everything at once. Focus on the habits within that. Pick an hour maybe, or 30 minutes, whatever works, until it becomes a habit. Be flexible. Sometimes you'll stay out for longer. You'll be traveling, or now things are getting back to normal in that sense of the word. So adapt to whatever routine you get into. Adapt it accordingly. Okay. You're going to need to sacrifice certain things. Okay, you'll find those. Okay, and in your heart and soul, sacrifice the right things. Okay, so if that's 2 sugars instead of 3 in your coffee, if it's 2 instead of 1, whatever, or one instead of two. So, look at those things. Don't skip working out. Don't stay in bed, when it's part of the routine that you've worked hard to create for yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Okay. If you do this, 3 out of 7 mornings, that's an absolute massive win. Build up to it. Build up to your routine. So on the thing about, the early starts, it's special. Okay. It's actually special getting up early. There's something magical about really, really early mornings, particularly if you, live in a town perhaps and go for a walk and you see everyone else and everything else is asleep. Okay. That can actually be magic. So whatever becomes a part of your morning routine, try and get it consistent. So that is pretty much everything. You're going to notice how fast this is going to happen and how everything around you starts to align. So enough from me today. You know what you need to do. So go after it. Seize it, because impossible is waiting for you. Have a good day, a good week, a good fortnight, and I'll talk to you next time. Be your best you. So if you want to find out more, you can check out the social channels, not first thing in the morning, mind. You can check us out on Instagram. You can check us out on Facebook and on Twitter, Be Your Best You. The website, www.beyourbestYou.ie, where you'll find all the contact details and some of the work that I do. Thanks for joining us this morning. Until next time, have a good one. And that's it for another week. Thanks for joining us this morning, and do join us next time on Be Your Best You. Have a good week.